Hey, what's up? Being loved shouldn't hurt. So good to see you. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing today? I wanted to start off, I want to jump on for a few minutes and share some information with all of you. But before we do that, I would like to let you know that we are still looking for 10 women who are tired of trying to figure out how to create healthy relationships on their own and would like a step-by-step guide on how to do that. So if you are one of those women, please make sure that you comment, oh my gosh, what was the call to action? That you comment, whatever the word is up there, that you comment on this live, letting me know that you're interested in getting support. And we will reach out to you. One of the members on my team will reach out to you to make sure that you get that support. Remember, this is only good until Friday. So top 10 women looking for support, just comment in the live that you're looking for support, and one of my team members will reach out to you. So starting out with that, and as you come on, make sure you say hello. I like to see who I'm talking to. But it's I love the topic that I'm going to share with you today, and we're going to talk about investing. So like when we invest, write down in the comments, what are things that you invest in? Thanks, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. What are things that you invest in? What is it that you invest? So give yourself a second and think about what you invest in. Just write some ideas that you have. I'll share some of the ideas I have, but I'd love to hear from you. What are things that you invest in? How do you invest? Would be another way to say that. So let me see what your responses are. What is it that you invest in? One of the things we can talk about investing in is energy. Right? We invest energy because a lot of us that have been in toxic relationships, we've invested a lot of time and energy into this person who has become toxic for us. We might be feeling drained around them. Lisa says health. Perfect. That's a great example. We invest our health. We invest in our health. Are we exercising? Are we going to the gym? Are we getting enough sleep? Are we making sure that we have the right types of food to nourish our body and our cells? That's something that we invest in. Are we getting enough sleep? Like I said, that would be another one. Another one, resources. So like we invest in our resources, whether it's like, having the right types of things that we like in our house, investing in real estate or investing in a new TV or investing in things, right? So Lisa says financially. We definitely invest in things financially. And that's one of the things I think a lot of times when people think about investing, they think about how they're investing money-wise, financially. But the thing is, when it comes to investing, we're investing our time and energy, exactly, Lisa, on the same wavelength. We're investing our time, and that, to me, is one of the most important things that we can invest in, is our time. And now, what's interesting, too, is that when it comes to investing, time and money can go hand in hand, because if we're going to school and we're investing in education, then we might have to spend money on our education and use time up to be able to get that investment and reap the benefits of that monetary investment. So when we think about investing, I want you to start thinking about, what is the last thing that you invested in? Did you invest in the new TV? Did you invest in a washer dryer? Did you invest in a new car? What have you invested in recently? And I'm going to take a second because I'd love to hear for you, what are the things that you have invested in recently? So share away some things that you've invested in. I have a little bit of thought about some of the things that you might have been investing in. What are some thoughts about investments? And I'll drink my green smoothie as I wait for your comment. What are some things that you have invested in? Okay, cool. Lisa, to get her Class A license. Excellent. So to get a license so that you can have a different position at your job. Excellent. Okay. Anybody else? Anything that they have invested in? Now, here's something that irks me when I talk to people on the phone. And this thing is how much, and this is something that I did too. So tell me if this resonates for you at all. I was talking to someone recently, and they said they couldn't afford to invest in themselves because they had invested in dog training. So they could invest for their dog, but they couldn't invest for them. Another conversation I was having with someone, they had recently invested in their boyfriend needing money for XYZ, but they didn't have money to invest with them. Anyone have any thoughts on that? They were able to invest in redoing their yard, but they didn't have the money to invest in them. Does anyone see a theme going on there? Anyone see like something that's just kind of blatantly obvious? And again, we work with a lot of ladies. So what is an issue that we see with a lot of ladies, especially people who have been in toxic relationships? Who is one of the scariest people to invest in? For a lot of us, it's ourselves. We will be the first one that if our child needs something, if our significant other needs something, if our parent needs something, we do everything we can. I'll find the money. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make sure that you are taken care of. So I am going to beg, borrow, and steal to get that money for you to help you. But when you need something, I guess I really don't need it. I guess I'll just figure it out. And we do that to ourselves. We take care of everybody else, and especially those of us who have been in these codependent relationships, we take care of everybody else, but we make excuses for why we don't invest in ourselves. So here's my next question. What does it feel like when we invest in ourselves? Because I have a lot of people make comments about that. Well, when I invest in myself, I feel guilty. I feel shame. I feel concerned. I feel worried. But when they're investing for other people, then they don't have those kinds of feelings. It's like, well, it had to be done. I had to figure it out. I had to make sure that that person was okay. But then when it comes to us, when we need it for ourselves, we get really squeamish to actually invest in ourselves. And we start to have that feeling of like, well, maybe I'm not worth it. Maybe I'm making a bigger deal of this than I need to. I can just figure it out on my own. Now, again, a trauma response that a lot of us have learned is, I don't need any help. I'm burning it on fire. I've been dealing with this for years and years, but I don't need the help. So when there's the possibility of investing in ourselves to get the help, no. I can't invest in myself because that's not what I do. I always try to figure it out on my own. So then the next question is, how successful have you been at doing that? How long have you been trying to figure things out on your own? And how much longer do you want to keep doing that? How much longer do you want to keep trying to figure it out? I always give the example, most of us have never been in a healthy relationship, right? So when we say we want to make a healthy relationship, but we never get the tools. We never actually learn what to do in order to create that healthy relationship. And then we beat ourselves up because we're like, why can't I figure out how to create a healthy relationship? Because you never had the tools. But then when there's the option to actually work with someone to get the tools, no, I can't invest in myself. Nope, it's too much. I'm going to figure it out on my own. And we go back to that trying to figure it out on my own. I was in a toxic relationship. I was a certified crisis counselor. I was a teacher. I had a double master's degree in health and education. My other areas of my life were successful. I didn't want anyone to know that I needed help. It felt really shameful and embarrassing to actually go out and reach for help. But the only way that I was going to create a change for myself was to get someone else who knew what they were doing to help me make that change. Because I had seen years of not being able to get the results that I wanted, and I didn't want to waste any more time. So I finally got to a point where I said, you know what? I don't want to keep wasting time. I know that I need someone to come and help me. And the breakthroughs came when I decided to invest in myself. So let's think about it for you, where you're at right now. What happens if you don't create a change? The longer you stay stuck in this toxic relationship and you invest your time and money into a person or a relationship that is not healthy for you, what do you lose? Think about the age you're at now. How long have you been trying to create a healthy relationship at this age you're at now? How successful have you been at creating a relationship at the age you are now? What else will you lose out and miss out on if you continue, if past has anything to do with present and nothing else changes? What's the probability of you creating something different at this point forward if you don't get the right tools and support? Probably not pretty good, unless something major shifts. So what are you losing out on? The chance of having a healthy partner, the chance of healing those trauma bonds, the chance to heal the inner child inside of you, the chance to learn healthy boundaries, the chance to learn how to assertively communicate in your relationships, whether it's at work or your romantic relationships or your friends and family relationships. What types of relationships are you missing out on by not being able to do those things? How much harder is it going to get to meet that wonderful person that you deserve if you keep putting off investing in yourself now? Future self will appreciate what you do right now in this moment. So I wanted to jump in. That's really all that I wanted to talk about, was really looking at what are the tools that you're lacking, what is it that you're missing, and instead of trying to figure it out on your own, start thinking about the fact that it's okay to invest in yourself, and how much more are you going to invest in everybody else in the world, and when are you going to start making sure that you're able to invest in yourself so that you can create the best life that you ever could have possibly imagined. That's not going to happen unless you start investing the right time and energy, because the time and energy that you've been investing in right now has gotten you here. Are you happy with here? Cool, keep doing that. If you're not happy with here, then let's talk. So going to throw out there again, I'm looking for 10 women who are interested in investing in themselves. By Friday at midnight, we will have the cutoff, or 10 women, depending on which comes in first. For those of you who are interested in getting that help and you're ready to start investing in yourself to really create that life that you deserve, comment the word tools. I see Liz commented. For those of you who are interested in being that next person, that next success story, comment the word tools and someone from my team will reach out to you. So Liz, I will actually reach out to you personally as soon as I end this live. So thank you everybody for tuning in. I'm really excited to help those of you that are ready to invest in themselves and really create their best life yet. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.